Hey YouTube, back again. Day 3. My friend Judson's not here yet to help me pull the motor, but he should be here shortly. I will be kind of getting a head start. What I want to do is we've got motor mounts over here, down here, in the front. You can see, there we go. And then down here as well. Gonna try and break these loose, get it ready so that way whenever he gets here we literally just slide the bolts out of the mounts and pull it on out. What I'm hoping to get done today, as I mentioned in my video yesterday, is I'm hoping to get that out, get that over there on my workbench or on my work table, desk, whatever, and then take off both front and rear tires, swing arm, suspension, forks, triple trees, get that down to where it's literally just the basic frame, and go from there type thing. We'll see what time it is whenever I get it done to that point as to if I try to do a little bit more today or not. I know I'm going to have to rebuild the forks, so I may or may not, if I have time, I may or may not start breaking those down. Don't know yet. Haven't decided yet if I want to go ahead and pull the tires off of the wheels, because I want to break down the wheels, clean them really good, get them powder coated. So might do that instead of breaking down the forks right now, since I don't have any of the stuff to rebuild the forks at the moment. So might just do that if I have enough time after getting this down to the bare frame, start taking the tires off the wheels and go from there. See what we get done today. Alright everybody, I was able to break the motor mounts loose. I was able to go ahead and take off the brackets and everything here and up front. Got the ones loose in the bottom. My friend Judson's here. Hey Judson.
Hello.
And we're gonna pull these two bolts and lift this motor up out of here, and next time you see it, it'll be over on my work desk. Boom, and it is out. Went much quicker, much easier having a second set of hands to help lift it. It's good and heavy. So, thanks Judson.
You're welcome, Jeremiah.
So now start taking off the suspension. Alright, tires are off. Next comes the suspension. So start by pulling the handlebars. Got the 4 Allens right there. Pull off the handlebars. Risers should be another Allen down inside of it. Once that's out, I'm going to pull out the forks. A couple of bolts down there. Down here. Pull those off. Big bolt right here for the triple trees. Sorry. Bolt that goes through here, down to there for the triple trees. For the swing arm, got the axle right here. I'm gonna have my rear shock right here. Bolt right there, bolt right there. That'll come right out. And then I'll start breaking down the tires. Alright everybody, here's what I'm down to. Was able to get the forks off, steering stem, triple trees, the whole 9 yards. Got my bearings out. Now I just have the little inner races, which are pressed into the neck, so it's not like I'm going to be able to get those out without type of machinery. There's no need for them to come out. It'll be fine in there. Took out the rear shock. Monoshock design, traction that goes in there. Got that out. Now I gotta run to probably O'Reilly's and get me a nut that'll fit this. I didn't happen to have a 27mm nut or a socket laying around. I know, right? Just falling down on the job, don't have the right tools type thing, but it's a 27mm nut. Who has a 27mm socket? Seriously. So I gotta run to the store, go grab that, pull that off, and that swing arm is gonna come right off, and got plenty of time left. I'll probably start pulling these tires off these wheels after I get the swing arm done. Pull those tires off. I hate that I have to throw these tires away because they're Metzler ME 880s, which are really good tires, and probably what I'll put back on the motorcycle. Haven't decided if I'm going to go black wall or white wall. I know Metzler has both. I want to say they have the ME 880 in white wall. Maybe the 888. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've worked at a dealership. But yeah, those are probably going to be the tires that I put right back on. Here's some burnt rubber that was on the tire. So, all right, gotta head to the store and buy that socket. See you in a bit. Well, everybody, there it is. 2002 Yamaha Roadstar 1600 frame. That swing arm, I was able to get the socket and take off the nut for the swing arm, no problem. But that pivot bolt that goes in the swing arm, it goes right there. Oh my goodness. I literally had to drive it out the entire length. I had to get some of my extensions for my sockets and just drive it out the entire length. I mean, you can see this discoloration. It was in there really good and tight. It was kind of a beast to get out, I'm not gonna lie. I had to get sockets and I had to use my sledgehammer as well. Not just my mallet, not just my rubber mallet, but my actual sledgehammer and a couple of sockets, and just beat it out of there. I actually double checked the manual 2 or 3 times to make sure that there wasn't, once I got this nut off, that there wasn't anything else holding it in there and that it should just come right out. And yeah, sure enough, it's supposed to just come right out, but with the way that it was in there, I don't know how much of this is lack of maintenance and how much is because of the fire. But if I said it once, I said it a dozen times on this video, motorcycles are not meant to go through a fire. Don't light your motorcycles on fire. So, there it is. I think that I'm going to wait to tear down my tires until I am ready to get them sandblasted and powder coated. A couple of reasons for that. One being that I don't have the valve core tool, nor do I have the spoke tool to take the spokes apart. So I feel like they're fine where they are for now. And then once I get ready for sandblasting, I can pull the tires off and everything like that. Other than that, I mean, got the front forks off pretty good. Took me a minute to figure out how to do them, and the manual's a little bit vague because it's got these stupid covers that go over them that you actually have to take off the top Pt.3 to then pull off these covers to then be able to do the pinch bolts, the lower pinch bolts, to then be able to remove the thing. So unable to do your forks on this, you have to take off the top Pt.3. I think that's kind of a silly design, but you know, they're not paying me millions of dollars to engineer this thing, so. But these things have pretty good, feel like they have come pretty good life to them. But when the time comes, I'm going to rebuild them anyways. Again, I don't know how much I would trust an important, a vital component like that it's been through the fire. You can see right here where it's got the soot and stuff like that from the fire. So there's my triple trees, which I'm hoping to replace these with ones that are a little bit more raked out and just give it a little bit more of a chopper look. Covers, those are either way. If I replace the triple trees with the raked out ones or not, either way, these covers are not going back on. So I think I'm probably going to sell those. Oil box. Drivetrain, top of the oil box. Swing arm. Frame. We've got the rear strut, which I'm hoping to replace that with an airbag. So that'd be nice. Kickstand, return and feed tubes for the oil, heads, the cam cover. I mean, it's all here. Bolt, engine. Let's see if we can get you can see all the gunk that's on the engine, on the top of the pistons. Yeah, there's the oil there from me breaking loose the motor, but all that black shouldn't be on there. And yes, normally for those of you who are mechanics out there that know what you're doing, most of you will see this and be like, oh, you're not supposed to let the pistons touch the studs because it'll scratch them or whatnot and stuff. 100% agree with you, but guess what? Pistons are getting replaced, so I will care more about that when I get the new pistons. Here's the rear piston. All the motor mounts we pulled off. So, cylinders. But overall, there it is. All that's left now is clean my tools, put them away, and get out my little parts cleaner tub and start getting all the oil and soot off of the parts that are going to be sandblasted. I'm sure you don't want to sit here and watch me just wash parts, so that'll be fast forwarded in these videos. And that's where I'll pick up in my next video, is after everything's all washed and cleaned up. That'll be a while before I get to that video, so see you hopefully soon.